Hello, Capricorn. These are your tarot cards for May of 2023. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I highly recommend that you check out the videos for your sun, moon, and rising signs if you happen to know all three. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and see what May has in store. Okay, so Capricorn, we definitely see a lot of change coming this month in a really good way. And this reading has come together as almost like an advice of how to make the best of it and the most of it. So the focus of the month is Knight of Swords. Swords are a very quick moving suit, and knights are very quick moving in and of themselves. This is a certain amount of mental agility, being able to see lots of different things and being able to make quick decisions. There's always a risk with the knights, especially with this suit and even another, that there could be a tendency towards being a little bit brash or maybe not thinking things through quickly. So there's a need to watch out for that. But there's definitely a lot of opportunity to see things differently and start to even modify your processes so that you can do things better or faster or more practically or more sustainably. So this is a really good energy to kind of take a new look at everything that you do. And I do feel there's changes coming for sure. So how did you enter the month? How did you leave April? And for that, we get the Four of Cups. And this is this sense of apathy and everything that was kind of coming your way was like more of the same. It's still not getting me where I need to go. It's not helping me get my long-term plans, but great. Sure, I'll take one more cup. Yeah, it's sort of like, it's almost like refusal. Like just underwhelmed and refusing what has been. Like this isn't good enough anymore. What was good enough no longer is. So there's also that kind of a vibe. Things will be changing quickly. So what is the challenge for May? It's another Swords card and another Face card. It is the King of Swords. So King of Swords energy is very different from King of Swords energy is very different from Knight of Swords energy. Knight of Swords energy is quick, sometimes a little bit not fully thought out, but very quick, very nimble, and moving forward with a sense of urgency. Also with seeing new things, new ways to do things. The challenge this month is this King of Swords. This is making wise decisions. This is having a lot of practice at what you're doing, at being kind of respected in your field for your thoughts, for your ability to size up a situation and see the best way to handle it. With this being a challenge, I would say drawing on experience is a challenge, and making decisions with like a larger worldview. So it seems like there's a lot of quick decide, quick do this, quick do that, when really the challenge is going to be having an opportunity or ability or desire to sit down and think things through in a bigger scope, to sit down and think things through as if these are things you've been doing for a while. So I see the focus is getting things done, making decisions quickly. The challenge is making long-term wise decisions just because there's so much going on. So what are you to do with this? How do you make the best of this? The best path forward is the next card, and that is another Face card, but it's the Page of Pentacles. So this is kind of an instruction on how to make the most of this. I have a lot to do. I have to make a lot of quick decisions, but how do I really give them their thoughtfulness and their attention to detail and think in terms of long term? Page of Pentacles, pages are even younger in energy than knights. It's like a youthful, childlike, often messenger energy. But this Page of Pentacles, this suit, moves very slowly, very thoughtfully, very methodically. So the page energy would be, as you are getting new opportunities and new ways to do things, taking that opportunity to first of all, roll your sleeves up and get your hands dirty. You're excited to get into the fray and actually start working with things. The other thing too about this page is that this is something like a new opportunity, a new idea or a new perspective that's come into. So with the best way forward would be actually get into it. Don't just be up here when you're making your decisions. Actually get into the fray. Look at the opportunities, meeting with people and talking about it. Or the best example I can give is if this is all, say, running a factory and you're making all your decisions in here, get downstairs and see how the manufacturing is done, how the proverbial sausage is made, and that may actually help you make those longer decisions. So don't be afraid to actually get into what these decisions are about. You'll still be able to get them done, and you'll have a bit of a more discerning eye. You'll have a better understanding of what's going on a tangible level. The last card of the reading is the card that represents the whispers from your guides. If your spirit guides are giving you a love note, giving you some advice or something to look out for, what would it be? And here we have the 8 of Swords. Now, like I said, I definitely recommend you check the readings for your sun, moon, and rising if you know all 3. If any of those big placements in your chart is also Aquarius, there's a lot of overlap here. 8 of Swords this is your guides kind of warning you that the reason you're having trouble with the decisions that you're making might be something to look at, actually. This shows someone kind of stuck, kind of hemmed in is a way I often hear it. But basically, she's blindfolded. Yes, she's tied up, but these are somewhat loose. This is somewhat loose. And these swords are not aiming at her. They are not pointing at her. They actually don't stand to harm her in any way. But from her position, she doesn't necessarily know that. It might be a little scary to go through some things and thinking them through, but I feel like this is a message from your guides basically saying, like, there's old beliefs that may be holding you back and old fears that may be holding you back. These may be experiences that you've had previously in relation to all this or something that's comparable. So you're like, oh, I've been through this before. I don't want to end up in a bad way. Or you may feel that this is beyond your ability, or you're afraid of failure, or any number of other things. This is sort of a feeling stuck because you feel like you can't move forward. You feel like you're trapped. The parable of this card is you're not as trapped as you think you are. Yeah, you're not, totally able to see everything and you feel hemmed in, but you're not stuck. You can get out of this if you're delicate and brave enough to do it. So I would say work with anyone you can that can help you to get some perspective, bounce ideas off of people. If you're very much in your head, which is swords, and swords are the most difficult suit of all the 4 because they are mental. And I usually say to people when I'm reading tarot cards, if there's a lot of swords, it's like, remember, we're the most messed up primates because of the way we think and how it's that can actually set us down a bad road. So this is basically your guide saying you're struggling to make these very wide-ranging decisions and you're kind of flying by the seat of your pants. Know that there may be an underlying something to be healed or something to be acknowledged. Maybe a little bit of shadow work is called for here, but definitely habits, beliefs that are, if you explore them and realize that you're not stuck, taking a deep breath, you'll be able to walk clear of those swords, as she very much is able to do, and you'll be able to move forward from there in a way where you're not quite blindfolded and stumbling through reality. You're able to think more clearly. So Capricorn, I really hope that this was helpful. And if it was, go ahead and consider giving it a like. I also host a 5 times weekly healing live stream here with crystals and Reiki. If you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and click subscribe with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity to join me or see what your June cards have in store for you. And of course, if you want to schedule a one-on-one reading or healing session with me over a distance, go ahead over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com and schedule. The links are in the description. Thank you for watching this video, Capricorn. I wish you the best for May of 2023, and I hope to see you again in June. Bye for now.